Melissa, and today we're going to be going over some quick tips for the Vanilla Lockout Bingy tournament. I have a lot of experience branding Lockout, getting second place in the last tournament. These are some of the things I picked up while branding and commentating dozens of Lockout matches. I hope you find these tips helpful and that they lead you to victory. If King's and Queen Station is on the board, it can be worth it to skip Shaman Stone to ensure you can buy King Station as soon as you get there. The alternative is warping out of Gorgeous Husk, but that is slower, both to the goal and to Lem afterwards. If you usually stag to Dirtmouth to get Wellick, you can also do that from King Station after marking the goal, since that is still before Lem. Skipping Wellick is also an option if you're going for the 5 Wanderer's Journal goal before your first trip to Lem. Removing the 20 seconds it takes to get Wellick from Crossroads Stag could easily win you the goal, and unless the board is very geo-heavy, the journals will usually be enough. If you need a fast for location, the one on Kingdom's Edge is usually very convenient to grab. However, if you try to talk to him right away, you will be blocked by the Kingdom's Edge title card. I recommend grabbing the journal on Kingdom's Edge wall first before talking to Cornifer, because the title card doesn't show again after you exit the room. This is barely slower and it gets you an extra 200 geo. So you should generally get the journal unless you think a few seconds can make a difference. Speaking of Kingdom's Edge, you also have access to 2 King's Idols there. One behind the Coliseum at Pale Lurker, and the other one behind the wall right before Colo. Important note, always pick up this one from the left side unless you want to take several damage to the Great Hopper. The next tip is to rescue quick grubs that you are right next to if grub or mascles are on the board. I'm talking about grubs like the grub below the Tower of Love on the way to Edge, or the Peak Spike grub, or the grub before Sanctum, and similar. The additional 5 to 10 seconds can be worth it to prep towards those goals. The next tip is to pick up Essence, especially in the early mid-game. 100 Essence gets you a seal from Seer, and 200 Essence gets you access to Spear's Glade and the King's Idol in it. There have been countless bingo matches where I've watched people skip Essence and have to go back later to grab it for various reasons. Save yourself the stress and grab it. Greednail early control is allowed, so it barely even loses time. There is a Hollow Nest seal in Queen Station, which we call Willow Seal, that you can access if you have wings. A lot of people forget about this, but it's a great source of late game geo. If you are going for 5 Hollow Nest seals prior to Lem, Acid Seal can be a very quick seal if you have Green Pass Stag. It takes about 30 seconds with dash and a fireball skip. This next tip is for Deep Nest. If you enter Deep Nest through the breakable floor and bench set the hot spring, the midwife goal can be quite annoying. I recommend buying the Deep Nest Stag first and sitting at an accessible bench like resting grounds, and only then going back to the goal. Otherwise, you have to climb up, which takes a while. Like the Kingdom's Edge journal before Cornifer, I always do this unless I think every second matters. Something that is always useful is the knowledge that you can interact with Lem and the Nailsmith from the right side. This immediately sells all of your relics and buys as many nail upgrades as you can. This also skips almost all cutscenes and dialogue, so it's quite a bit faster, even if you're only buying or selling one thing. The last thing is more of a fun fact than actually very useful. Just like how tools spawn faster if you wiggle, Confessor Gigi summons your shade immediately if you wiggle after giving her the rancid eggs. That is all for now. I hope you enjoyed watching and learned something new. If you haven't seen my routing for early game bingo guide, I would highly recommend it, and it is linked in the description. Hello, hello. We are live here. Excuse me. It's an early morning. We are live here for the JackmanMarcus and maclaque match. They should be starting momentarily. I am joined here by my awesome co-commentator Tim, who has recently gained an interest in Vanilla Bingy. Say hi, Tim.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the tournament so far. I thought I'd take a shot at coming myself. I played some bingy before or recently, so gained some knowledge. See if I can put it to good use.
Yes, Tim has been a very active commentator in Twitch chat. And
Hey,
so, yeah.
don't forget to turn on the timer, by the way.
Oh, my goodness. I was gonna forget.
Well, we're almost starting.
They're the first commentator. I have my finger over this the start button. We might actually start it on time this time. So yeah, today we have JackmanMarcus versus maclaque. JackmanMarcus is seeded 5th, and maclaque is seeded 28th, with JackmanMarcus winning all of their seeding matches, and maclaque winning 1 out of 3. Good luck all. Done. Hi Dun, and hi everyone in chat. Hi Alpha. But yeah, we should be starting soon. I'm really excited for this match. I'm hoping it will be good. And so this is both of these players' first match in the tournament. And also shout out to Kara, who is being the tournament helper for this match. And she will not spoil
Should we take a
it.
look?
She will not spoil it.
Surely.
She won't.
Should we make a prediction or should we take a look at the board?
A prediction would be great. And yeah, we can start to take a look at the board. Give me a second.
I got beaten to it by Alpha. Thank you, Alpha.
I really like the Soul Tyrant middle square. I think that'll be very interesting.
Soul Tyrant middle square. We have, Soul Master as well, and Fluke Nest. There is some dive stuff there. Dung Defender, Corny Waterways, like dive waterways stuff. Seems reasonable.
Let's look at, so the dive goals are row 2.
Not that many, really, but
There is a dive goal on row 4, and 3 out of 4 of the diagonal of BLTR are all dive locked. Or not dive locked. You can do Soul Tyrant without picking up dive. We can also take a look at row 4. As many of you, if you've watched the tournament before, know that Kara has a bounty on row 4, and she plans on sharing her winnings, a portion of her winnings of anyone who wins by row 4. Okay, we have started. The timer has started. Not perfectly on time,
yes.
but good enough for me.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
We're not starting it 5 minutes late in Mount.
No, perfectly on time. Perfectly on time.
This might actually be a row 4 game.
game.
Yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at row 4.
Yeah, go.
Unlock Hidden Station, Lost Kin Synergy. Dream Synergy with Dream Nail and 8 matte pins. And Synergy with Flower to Elderbug and I guess Dream Nail. So yeah, this could actually be a row 4 game if Marcus goes for it. So what are your thoughts, Tim?
We would need dive. Dive is slow. I think if you want to go for row 4, it's going to be difficult getting both Lost Kin and also not getting blocked on grubs in Green Path Fungal. I think a row 4 win would be unlikely, but not impossible.
Okay. We see Marcus is picking up money for Crossroads Stag. Most likely. They might skip it and go any %, but usually when they're picking up money for the Crossroads Stag, that means they haven't really committed to a Lantern Rush yet, unless they skip it.
Yeah, top left, bottom right.
TLBR might win.
That's a
yeah,
tough line.
Soul Master, Soul Tyrant. Yeah, that's a good line. So map pins for 4K immediately into Soul Master. No, I don't hate it. Okay. Marcus getting enough money for Crossroads. I wonder if that rock is faster. If they timed it. Surely not, because 112 would do that then, right?
I think the first rock is faster, but I'm not
Okay.
a speedrunner, so
fair enough. Okay, Marcus opening Crossroads Stag. And maclaque, I think, will follow suit.
It's faster but less GM. Okay.
I don't really expect any of them to...
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see dive routes. I think we're going to see lantern routes. I think we're going to
See, I don't like making predictions though, because then they always will change it at the last minute and be like, no, I'm going dive. But I kind of don't think, I don't think Marcus will go
I
dive.
very much doubt it.
Dive wrote here
I
is
think
completely trolling.
Yeah, I think you just shade skip. Now, what's a way you could? Well, if you want to do Fluke Watcher Knights, yeah, go do Fluke Watcher Knights. That seems like a reasonable thing.
Yeah, dive Fluke Watcher Knights. That is true. That is a possibility on this board. Maclaque is a 107 runner, and do they do Fluke's Watcher Knights in 107?
I am not the person to ask these questions.
I'll ask chat. Yes, they do. So maybe they'll do it. Okay, JackmanMarcus picking up Vengeful Spirit. They aren't too. They're actually pretty in sync.
Yeah, it's quite close so far. Early game being early game and all. Not much variance here. Both runners just opening Crossroads Stag, going for VS. Nothing out of the ordinary. Gonna go to Green Path. The question is, will we open Green Path Stag?
Yes. Is there any reason to open Green Path Stag?
Green Path Fungal Grubs, I guess, maybe.
No, you don't. See, for Green Path Fungal Grubs, you want to rescue the first grub, but then you just open Queen Station and can come back later for it. It kind of makes, well,
Yeah.
I guess if you're not
Yeah,
planning
but
on opening Queen Station, it can be good to open Green Path Stag, but it's like faster from Queen Station, and Queen Station gives you more, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this gonna be an Alyssa route?
We'll see. We'll see. There is a chance that. Okay, maclaque picking up Soulcatcher. I assume Marcus did as well, but Marcus about to enter Green Path.
I don't think so.
Oh. Okay. Marcus skipped Soulcatcher. Okay. That's really indicating then that, well, they're just going to buy Shaman Stone early.
Yep.
I wonder if they timed it and it's faster. How are stream delays, by the way? I didn't see the start. I think they're fine.
Seems good.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. We'll see when we mark a goal.
We'll see when we mark a goal. What did we want to say? About Green Path Stag.
Yeah, do we need it for anything besides the grubs? Not really, right? I don't see any reason to open Green Path Stag.
Yeah, no, I don't see any.
We don't need to save Zote, so we just leave. I guess it's just dash and get out.
Dash and get out. I would rescue the grub. Rescue the grub first. You don't want to come back for that grub. It's very annoying. Marcus getting a fireball skip. We'll see if maclaque also was able to get it. We've seen a lot of failed Eric Pogo during this tournament so far. So let's look at some benefits from opening Queen Station.
It'll be the fungal green path grubs.
Yeah, fungal green path grubs for sure. 8 map pins.
Is there really anything else? Yeah, 8 map pins for Deep Nest, I guess.
Hive Knight. Fungal Core Mash.
Yeah, so anything Deep Nest related? Is Fungal Core Mash shard?
Yes, because, well, I assume it's faster from Queens, but maybe it's faster from somewhere else.
If you open the shortcut. If you don't open the shortcut, you have to go through the top of Fungal, like past the Shruma Ogres. I think you should just go from Kings and through Waterways. If you
that's fair. You could go from Waterways. There's some synergy between.
You can combine it with, you can combine it with Cornifer, Waterways, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. I like that. Waterways is one of our new goals. in this Tournament 3 mod pack that Alpha has created specifically for this tournament. There's a few new goals. Save the 2 grubs in basin. Oh my goodness, Marcus, you're okay. They're not on 1 health. I for some reason thought they were on 1 health.
Now, are they going to save the grub? Yes, they are. I'm
Yeah,
looking at
Marcus
the wrong
grabbing.
screen. And maclaque is getting VFK. Probably just comfort. Probably just autopiloting their early game routing.
A lot of money.
Yeah, just getting the money.
What is
Hopefully
that
they
gonna
don't die.
Ugh. Watching players fight boss knights and then losing their health and going in on Hornet with like 1 or 2 health makes me very nervous.
Hornet is an easy, predictable fight. Surely runners wouldn't die to that.
Yes, and we cannot comms curse this because this has already happened 10 minutes ago in the past.
True.
Okay,
And maclaque is opening Green Path Stag.
I don't know why. They already rescued the grub.
Spend 4 KGO.
They didn't
No,
rescue the
maclaque
grub
didn't spare the grub.
actually.
Yeah. We're doing this for safety. Smile.
That's true. If you die to Hornet, you can stag back. Who would die to Hornet?
I did actually die to this full eater in a race, in a bingy race. So
I've seen people die
I
to that
can't
full
speak.
eater. One thing I want to do is count like the dream nail goals.
1.
Because there seemed like there was quite a lot, but now I'm looking at it. Maybe there's
Dr.
not that
Elderbug
much.
and Lostkin, Lurian, Dreamwielder. So Dr. Elderbug, you get Dream Nail on the way. It's basically a Dream Nail goal.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It is. Okay. So 6, not too bad. Watcher Knights and Lurian is on the same line though. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Watcher Knights and Lurian, but also Soulmaster and Soul Tyrant on the same diagonal. I don't like row 5. Hive Knight seems terribly slow. Dreamwheeler seems terribly slow.
Well, to be fair, actually, there's some synergy in column 4 with Hive Knight, 8 mat pins, Lantern. That or Hive Knight and 8 mat pins if you get Lantern first. So that could be a synergy. There's also what I was noticing on here is really strong. Dream Wielder, Unlock Hidden Station, Lost Kin, Stagnus Vessel Fragment, and Fungal Mask.
Yeah, you get wings and 400 essence for going to wings.
Oh, okay. Marcus grabbing Mantis Claw. I missed the Epogo.
With this very solid red fungal. I sure hope oh wait, no, slow ball into fungal core is not happening. Smile.
I was gonna predict that that Marcus was gonna come up this way because you get bouncy grub. I assume they didn't bench leg eater.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, this way
we're getting bouncy grub. We're going shortcut. Are we going to deep nest immediately? Is this a deep nest route?
No, this is just opening Queen Station and rescuing this grub. You can always open Queen Station this way. I think it's a little bit faster. You just don't get the 90 Geo and Charm Notch from Ogres. It's approximately 7 seconds faster, according to Python. But you are missing out on Palm Relic and, well, you can also get the Mantis Village Journal, but...
maclaque is going on a little safari here.
Oh. That's going to put them kind of quite a bit behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I doubt they'll be going for queens. So...
well, yeah, we'll see.
In that regard, they will catch up a little bit to goals like... Wait, no, I was going to say Lumafly Lantern. Yeah, Lumafly Lantern.
Okay. Oh, they got the Mantis Pogo.
That they did.
Okay, Marcus stagging to Dirtmouth to pick up Wellick. Okay. And we have maclaque just doing any percent route, which is pretty good for them. It'll kind of help them keep pace with Marcus.
Yes. Is this way open? I was about to say.
No, that way is not
This
open
way does
unless you
not.
kill False
That
Knight.
way does not open, right? Yeah.
Nah, not unless
So
you
we're
kill
just going
False Knight.
down.
Okay.
And even though maclaque has skipped the entirety of the Queen Station Gauntlet, is still a little bit behind. Does have Green Path Stag to compensate.
Yeah, but that's kind of useless. I don't know. Not really. I don't think you just get much out of Green Path Stag on this board. I guess that's fair. They can make a showing for like the fungal grubs and Green Path, but like you don't have easy access to either of the fungal grubs. So
It'll block row 4 at least.
well, yeah. I think I give Marcus advantage on the Green Path grubs because they have Queen Station.
Yeah, for now. But if Marcus is going to be doing Hidden Stag and Lostkin and all that stuff, then
That's true. If they
maclaque
decide
has
to
plenty
go
of time
for,
to catch up.
that's fair. Marcus wants
Marcus wants
TLBR.
TLBR.
It's not trolling.
Does Marcus want TLBR?
We'll see if they get Dreamnail.
It would be very any percent runner of them. Or something to do Watcher Knights right now.
That is true. We'll see if they pick up Dreamnail. maclaque does get Wellick, so I'm not really concerned about them not having enough money for Lantern when they decide they want it. Marcus completing the Shade Skip and on their way to either Dreamnail or King Station. With maclaque fighting Grubsmother.
Now, chat is talking about an ego play from Marcus, just going for TLBR.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. They're skipping Dreamnail, so I do not think they're
skipping Dreamnail.
Yeah, they're not going for it. They might go for it later, but they're not going for it right away. They're gonna lock in Lantern, I'm pretty sure.
They're gonna lock in Lantern, yeah.
Okay, we're getting Shaman from maclaque. Marcus also picked up Shaman, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, they have Shaman equipped. Or they should have Shaman equipped.
Yeah, Marcus is just so fast. Like, they've done more, and they're further ahead of maclaque. Okay, so we got above King Station seal from Marcus. Yeah, there are a lot of good lines on this board. Especially if you get wings also, you can pressure row 1 pretty easily. You just need a simple key, like there's synergy between grabbing a simple key and spend 4,000 geo. Also, if you're in waterways anyway, you could just talk to Tuck and buy all 4 rancid eggs.
Oh, that is a thing. I forgot that was even an option.
I did that in like one of my first bingos with OJ.
That's a play for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a simple play where you can like go out of your way and get all eggs, or you can just buy them from Tuck. Okay, maclaque
is grabbing Dreamnail, so
yeah. If you know you're behind, honestly, I don't hate it. If you know you're behind.
I think this entire board is scary with this kind of lead.
Yeah.
That being said, the runners don't actually know who is ahead at the moment.
Yeah.
It
can only be like a vibe. Like if you think you haven't been playing particularly well, like for example, I think they had to do Mantis Safari. You can know you're quite a bit behind, and you don't want to like kind of just do the same stuff as Marcus and do it like slower. So you kind of want to try your own thing a little bit. If you know you're behind, go get
Okay.
eggs and dash / alpha saying, I don't hate that at all. Like, pick up some relics.
The Discord stream is freaking out.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I rewatch, see if it's working again. Yeah. No, okay, that is not good to watch.
Okay. Marcus is gonna lock in the first goal. Going to buy lantern, I'm pretty sure. And maclaque opening resting ground sag. Nice. I think that was pretty good timing, right?
Yeah, that seems solid. I don't mind a couple of seconds of delay on the bingo board. From the gameplay, I think it's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, I kind of like the Dream Nail play from maclaque. I wonder if they'll do Lurian Water Knights. I don't think it will give a lot of row 5 pressure, but
No, they're going to be so far behind to... I mean... What if they can do wingless stag frag?
well, there's like I don't think there are, I think, like less than 10 people in the tournament who can do that skip, and I don't think maclaque is one of them. Unfortunately, if they could do that, that would be a really, really useful. I think Water Knight Lurian would just get goals on the board.
Yeah, it would get
Necessarily
goals on the
then
board,
being
but
a
if
good play.
yeah, but theoretically, if you do stag frag after that, you would have lots of pressure, right, on the remaining 2 goals.
Well, okay, so my prediction for Marcus, which is probably going to be wrong, is going to be potentially get unlock hidden station and then go get Dream Nail and then get Lost Kin, Stagnus Vessel Fragment, Dream Wielder. That is my prediction, which could be wrong.
Mhm.
So because they have if they have easy access to Essence for Dream Wielder, it won't really be a lot of actual pressure on row 5. Unless maclaque just starts going like now to get Essence. But you can't really do everything.
Yeah, also or wingless stag frag is pretty
Hard and time
rough.
consuming. Yeah. Well, I guess it's not
Well,
that
if you
time.
get it first try, it's not that bad.
That's fair. Yeah, it's also just a rough skip.
Can get Gorb on the way for 100 essence, combine it with the Lost Skin, get
That's true.
500. But it's...
But I kind of do expect Marcus to go for wings, but we'll see. We'll see. They could also potentially go dive and start collecting some of these dive goals. Row
I
4
wouldn't know,
does
Alpha.
have
I
Flower to
don't do
Elder on
either.
it. What?
Alpha asked, what's harder, wingless stag frag or right side rafters? Now, I can't do either, so I don't know.
I think it's similar difficulty, but I am not a runner, so I shouldn't. I'm just going based off. I remember what Kron saying one time that they were similar, but I don't have personal experience with it myself. Okay,
I should practice
Marcus
it. I
is.
think
Let's see.
it's a skip that can come in very handy in these kinds of races. But
Okay, we're going for Shadesol.
going for Shade Soul, are we grabbing Dreamnail first? No, right? Probably not.
We'll see.
No, we're not.
They have not spent 4,000 geo. They've spent 3,340 geo.
Yeah, so after Watcher Knight's Geo Chest, we should have enough Geo to spend 4k.
We'll see. I think they're selling. They're gonna sell the. They've already. Okay.
They are
I think,
reselling.
yeah, they're selling.
Ah.
I don't really expect them to get dive right now. They might just open the stag after getting Shade Soul. Oh, wait, they're grabbing an egg?
Good timing with the elevator there.
Okay. maclaque is benched at Cornifer. I'm not sure what maclaque is doing.
maclaque is going to grab Lantern.
Well, they're in city storerooms right now.
Yeah, so they have money, so they're gonna stag to Dartmouth. They're gonna buy Lantern. They're gonna go to Crystal Peak. They're gonna grab Shopkeeper's Key. They're gonna buy Elegant Key in Dartmouth. And then they're gonna grab Shade Soul. Surely.
Whoa. No, we're going for Death Key. We're going for Death Key.
Nah, that key is fine.
I've not seen several people die to that key on matches I've restreamed before. Okay. We'll see what they actually do. Let's see if your prediction is correct.
I doubt it.
Okay. Marcus making easy work of Norman 2 and gonna grab Shade Soul.
maclaque has run 107. It has been, I don't know, 4 years since their PB.
That's true. When I was
4 years
asking them
or
before the
2
match,
years,
they
something
said
like that.
when I was asking them before the match, they were like, "Oh, 107." Okay. Okay,
I think
Marcus
they have like a
quitting out after
4-hour run.
Okay, Marcus isn't grabbing dive. They just quit out after Shade Soul. Okay, I think this is Dream Nail. This should be Dream Nail.
Yeah.
They might also spend 4K on the way. Well, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Why do I try?
Where are we going?
Yeah, actually, I like a dash slash. I like dash slash. Spend 4K here. Okay.
What are
Get
we
into
doing?
your rocks. Okay, I think this is a fragile heart, greed, and strength play.
Oh. Right,
Which
1200 plus 86 to open. Yeah,
yeah.
okay, cool.
I don't hate it. I prefer dash slash, but maybe they're worried that their opponent went dive route because they haven't marked a goal yet, which is fair. But actually, they haven't marked Soul Master yet either, so Okay, maclaque fighting Soul Master
Yes.
with Marcus going for...
Oh, are we gonna see another early Tyrant?
We might see another early tyrant. They have Dream
Oh
Nail.
god. They have Dream Nail and they would block a lot of lines.
Okay. Marcus. They went to King Station and then I think quit out. Okay, they're quitting out again. I don't know what they're doing.
We are going somewhere.
I think we're gonna unlock Hidden Station. I think that's what it is. Oh, they don't have money though. That's unfortunate. They're poor.
Yeah, and they're. I
It might
guess
be
we're
Watcher
fighting
Knights.
Watcher Knights then? Yeah, we're fighting Watcher Knights to get the Geo to
Yeah.
open Hidden.
Yeah, they just don't have money to even open the SAG. So yeah, they have to just... Watcher Knights isn't awful here. They don't have Dream Nail. But they can just get Watcher Knight's goal and then come back later with Dream Nail and Barklarian. So it's not a bad play. Okay. maclaque marking their first goal. Soul Master. They are going to pick up dive, it looks like.
Are
I
they
think
going for Fluke Nest and Dung Defender?
Yes, well, you don't need it for Dung Defender, but you do need it for Fluke Nest, 2 Grubs and Basin. Well, you don't need it for Soul Tyrant. Give Flower to Elder Bug. That's pretty much it. Okay. We don't know if they're doing Soul Tyrant yet, but it's definitely a possibility. We've already seen it twice this tournament. Or damageless. Well, VS only Soul Tyrant.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We're
Okay,
going
the
back.
third person in this tournament to do it.
Oh god.
Well, let's hope they have better luck than
Who was it yesterday?
it was.
Care?
Care. It was Care yesterday. They died at the end. It was very unfortunate. Marcus having Shade Soul should make. Okay, the Watcher Knight. The Watcher Knights will just die so fast with Shade Soul.
I mean, Soul Tyrant is more essence leading to Dream Wielder. But like...
Watcher Knights. Well, they can't get Lurian, but they will be able to get the money,
Yeah.
and then they can open Hidden Station.
I mean, so far this Tyrant fight is looking pretty good. We haven't taken damage. Most of our spells have been hitting. I was going to say our spells have been hitting, but then we instantly misfire a Fireball. Most of the spells have been hitting.
Okay, it's
So...
29:05, by the way. So for when this ends, it's already been going on for like a few minutes, but...
Yeah, maclaque does not have any spell upgrades. We only have VS and Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
No upgrades, nothing. But we are getting some double hits. It's just Tyrant is so slow.
Yeah, I think it took Zach 6 minutes. It's just become such a meme at this point. 3 matches in the last week and a half have all had Soul Tyrant.
You should put it in your beginner's guide. Do not do Soul Tyrant.
I cannot put that in my beginner. I think you're not really doing this if you think you're ahead. I think they know they're kind of behind, so why not do Soul Tyrant? Okay, Marcus is going into Basin. They should hopefully remember to get the simple key. It will be useful. But Wings is going to help them with quite a lot of goals.
Yeah, Johnny mentions it. Soul Tyrant gives you the delusion of being efficient. Correct.
Simple key. Okay, they are getting the simple key. There's a lot of waterways goals, so...
Yeah, getting a simple key is good. It's on the way. You lose very little for it.
They can still easily just win off. After picking up
Anything,
Wings,
really.
they can just win off row 1, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, maclaque definitely should have gotten Dash Slash. As I think Alpha was saying.
Marcus has no money. So Marcus has to find 800 Geos somewhere.
They have a Hollowness Seal. And they can get Willow Seal because they did open Queen Station, as you all saw in the tips video. Oh. Marcus, please.
Now, a death to BV would not be good.
They have Shade Soul. Okay.
All skills world record holder, by the way.
All skills world record holder. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, maclaque is doing a great job with Soul Tyrant. We have now entered phase 2. Not very long ago, they also had 1 HP. That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of waterway synergy, Sakura. I think once they get unlocked Hidden Station, they can just win off row 1. I'm still convinced on that.
We could win off of column 1. That would be more fun.
That's true. They could also win off column 1. Who doesn't want to get nail 3?
Oh, we did it again. It happened again. Again. In the same spot. As well. Oh,
they've been fighting that for... It's 32-30. Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, no. It's just a death sentence.
Zach made it look too easy, and now everyone is trying it.
Classic.
What is that? Dive animation. Okay. Maybe it's Trampas?
What is it?
I think they're going for row 4.
No, it's Fungal Core. It's Fungal Core. It's Fungal Core.
But why?
Oh, never mind. It's not Fungal Core.
Yeah, you wouldn't do
for row
Fungal Core
1.
at this point when you know they just marked Soul Master. Like, you want to save that goal for, like, the last one you're going to do because you know they don't have wings. Okay, it's row 4. Well, actually, they didn't pick up Trampas. So it's probably... Oh, no.
Is it? What is it?
It'll be
Are we
so
just
sad
going
for
for a win
columns.
by? Are we just going for a win by majority?
It might be that. I think they could just win off row 1 still. But
Yeah, but column 3 makes no sense with Tyrant on the... Like, Tyrant would just be slower than getting the entirety of row 1, I think.
very true. We're just going for Green Path Fungal Grubs.
There is a bounty for row 4.
There is a bounty for row 4, but they also didn't pick up Trampas when they
Or
were
Lantern.
going near Deepness.
Or
so.
Dive. Or not Lantern. Yeah, not Trampas or Dive or Dream Nail or anything. So how can they get row 4?
I mean, they still could. They could still pick up all of those things.
Yeah.
It's okay, Sakura. The board is looking very orange, so I think we're okay. I think they'll be okay. You also can get the Soul Vessel fragment here when you rescue the grub near Mossy. And 1 extra Soul Vessel is on the board.
Yeah, good synergy with the Stagnus Vessel fragment in the same column.
Yes. It could be column 1.
Unfortunately, there is a nail 3 in the way.
They could get nail 3.
It's what 300 essence, basin pill ore, and what do we do? Nosk or do we do
a crown? Oh yeah, Kara is making a good point in chat. They could have gotten MMC Geo and the Geo chest for money for Dash Slash. They would have been a little bit short still, but they could have farmed some hoppers. Okay, maclaque is gonna... Oh, I think we're gonna do... Oh, we're doing Dunk Defender. They could have just went and bought all the eggs from Tuck. 2.
Is it actually a column 2? Is maclaque trying column 2?
I think it must be column 2, but you want to get the 4 eggs first.
Yeah, you want eggs first.
Yeah, they have all the money for them. I love it if it's column 2. They actually have every advantage if it's column 2.
They have every advantage they could get if they're going for column 2.
I think you just want eggs, but they don't know about the Tuck tech.
I mean, there is an egg in waterways, like in the center of waterways. That is not too far away, especially with dive. It's pretty quick.
Please heal, please heal, please heal, please heal.
Oh, I'm watching the wrong stream again.
Okay, Marcus is getting Dream Nail. Well, they have Dive and they have Dream Nail already. So they have an advantage. They have more advantages. Well, I don't know. Those are the only 2 requirements for column 2.
If they had succeeded at Soul Tyrant, they would have actually had a very good chance to win on column 2, unironically.
Please heal. Please heal again. Okay, thank you. Actually, you're right.
If they don't die to the Soul Tyrant there, I think, unironically, maclaque can win on column 2.
Yeah, that's actually nuts.
That would have been crazy.
Come on, get the eggs. Do it. Buy the eggs from Tuck. They don't remember. Don't do Fluke Nest. Please don't do Fluke Nest.
We are doing Fluke Worm.
No,
We are doing the lukewarm. No, never mind, we're not.
Yeah, you don't want to do Fluke Worm because they like
jump.
There's no indication that Marcus has dive. You want to save that for later.
Okay, are we going tuck?
I hope they're going tuck. It could be Waterways Cornifer. Like, not very many people know about the tuck tech. No, we're just leaving.
It is not tuck
I'm so
tech.
sad. I need to put that in my video. I should have put that in my tips video that you can buy 4 eggs from tuck. I did think it was a
I
little
love
bit more
breaking the
obvious
floor.
now. Maybe we're going for Soul Tyrant attempt number 2.
I think that's not a play anymore. I think at this point you're committed to column 2.
Well, I mean, it does help with column 2 because it is essence.
Guess we are going back into Sanctum.
Well, I don't know if they have the shortcut open, so I think this might be the only way. Okay, nope, we're doing Soul Tyrant. If only they knew about the eggs. That would actually be really rough. Is Marcus completely overlooking column 2? Oh yeah, I think they are. But they're also grabbing they might not be actually. They do have Dreamnail now.
They have Dreamnail, they're doing Gorb. Yeah, Gorb into Lost Skin for 500. It's just faster.
What else can they do? And I don't think there's anything else you can do in Cliffs.
No, it's just this.
Okay. They can also now just buy the remaining Soul Vessel Fragment. It might be Nail 3.
With what? They don't have money.
They can get money and sell. We're going to Hidden Station. I think we're doing Lost Skin.
We're getting Lost Skin. Yeah, we're getting Lost Skin. We're getting Dreamwielder. I think all the hopes and dreams
Of column 2 will be dead soon.
Yeah.
We'll see. They could die to Lost Skin.
Yeah, if Marcus starts chain dying to Lost Skin, then yeah, we will have
Maclaque
good
also,
chance.
if they succeed with this fight, which is at 40-15 right now, they will still need 200 more essence for the 500 essence necessary for Dreamwielder.
Yeah, so we can get 0 pretty easily, right? Because it's quite close, but then we need 100 more, and I have no clue where we're finding that in the time span that we have.
Yeah.
No, maclaque does not have the luxury of going into Deepness to get Trampas. They have to hard commit for column 2, but they will just not be in time.
But yeah, actually, if they'd gotten Soul Tyrant the first time, the column 2 would have actually been really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalapeno Joe, it would have to be Gorb plus 0. But Marcus will just be faster. Very true. I just really want them to get this Soul Tyrant fight.
It would be very nice to see a success. No, Marcus is going to have Dreamwielder before maclaque is done with.
Yeah, I know. They have Shade Soul.
They have Shade Soul.
We like to dream,
It's
though.
an easier fight. Like, it's just a faster fight because it's just always... You can always attack Lostkin. And Tyrant is just annoying with the attacks it's doing.
Okay.
Marcus is just already done with Lostkin.
Yeah. We're not even on phase 2 of Soul Tyrant yet. Okay. JackmanMarcus could... It's actually... Nail 3 isn't... I mean, if you can find 3,000 Geo, which isn't that bad, you kind of have access to... Potential. If you can get a Crown Pale Ore, then you'll have 3 Pale Ore for Nail. For Nail 3. For Nail 3.
Yeah.
To Soul Tyrant 8 like a solid 7 minutes. True.
Life do be like that sometimes, though.
Okay. So they also already have Watcher Knights killed, so they can easily just go and get the Lurian goal.
Yeah.
Or they can just go
Lurian will
in.
be a quick grab. At this point, Marcus just blocks all the lines. Like, if Marcus gets 4 eggs, all the lines are blocked. Get him a It's just Jover, right?
Well, I think have they blocked all the lines? I'm pretty sure they've blocked all the lines at this point.
Oh yeah, they have.
Yeah. Let's see what they do. They only need 4 more goals to win. I mean, they could win by row 4. They have 3 out of the 5 goals, and oh my gosh, we did it! Soul Tyrant is dead.
Let's go. All right, so is Marcus going for dive to get a row 4, or are we going for dash slash?
I think they're probably going to.
Because we just sold.
Yeah, I mean, they could just get 4 rancid. I don't know. They're gonna probably just mark Lurian.
Yeah, we're gonna mark Lurian.
I probably wouldn't bother at this point, just because there's an off chance that they're actually gonna go and fight Watcher Knights right now. If you know they just fought Soul Tyrant, but come on.
Is this
The eggs,
tactic?
the eggs. No, I think it's Waterways Cornifer.
No, we're going the wrong way. We went up and right.
Honestly, it is hard to find. We'll see. Okay, they were just benched there.
Interesting.
I mean, they could just go get Dash Slash, by the way. There's nothing stopping them. They have all the money. They have King Station. Well, actually, they might not have King Station. I do not remember. Okay. They now have 4 out of 5 goals on row 5. So we'll see if they actually. They could also buy the extra soul vessel fragment right now and complete 1 extra soul vessel.
I think we are
Marcus
going
with
to
the
see
casual
Fluke
insta
Worm.
Solarian.
We're going to see a little Fluke Worm here from maclaque. Fluke Worm with VS dive is not easy. The flukes are annoying pieces of shit.
If
They can...
maclaque gets his first try, I will donate an additional $15 to the Trevor Foundation.
Big. I won't, but...
I will.
Right, maclaque hasn't even gotten C-Dash.
Yeah. I want to see them succeed.
Okay, fireball's the wrong way, but it still hits.
I'm cheering. No, no. I thought they were gonna have it. They thought they were gonna have it. I thought they were gonna have it. They were doing really well. Okay. Essel's extra soul vessel achieved.
They didn't open the shortcut, did they?
I don't think so.
They didn't. Unfortunate.
You know what? If they get it at all, I will donate the $15.
If they get it at all before Marcus finishes, or
Before Marcus finishes.
Or at all? Okay.
Before Marcus finishes.
So what is Marcus going to do? Marcus is going to get dash slash, and Marcus is going to have 4 eggs?
I don't know. We'll see. We will see. There is an egg over here. It's very specific. It's been gotten in 1 bingo tournament.
Acrid egg. I love acrid egg.
Yeah.
Great rando check. I love getting it in rando.
So there is a reason that on my guide I say do not kill Flukarm. Don't try to kill Flukarm with VS only, unless you know what
Yeah,
you're doing and have practiced it. Because otherwise we just repeat die.
All right, Water Race Cornifer.
Yep, I like
Good.
this. This
I
is a
like it.
goal. This is a good goal to get.
It's one of the few goals we can get, so let's just get it.
I mean, they could also get 4 eggs, but they don't know about the tech.
True. Well, they lost the money, right? So they can't even buy the eggs anymore.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They have to go get the
Although
money.
the money is, yeah, the money is gettable. There is just 2 rancid eggs that are not that you don't have to buy. Don't you get? Oh no, you only get 1 egg. No, they have. Ooh, actually, they don't need money because there is 1 egg above the water. There is 1 egg to the right of the bench. There was 1 egg they picked up above Lem. And if they go to Tuck with Defender's Crest equipped, it's free. They get 1 egg for free. No money needed.
I forgot about the Defender's Crest.
And they fought Dung Defender, so surely they picked up the crest, right? For the extremely rare Defender's Crest Tuck play.
Yes, okay. Marking 4 goals, so not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and Marcus is just going to lock in this victory with Fungal Cormashard and saving it for last. Okay.
I agree with Sakura here for the first and the last time.
Whereas, what did they say?
GG.
Okay. Yeah, congratulations to Marcus. I was not even spoiled. Okay. Okay, I don't think maclaque wants an interview, but Marcus does, so that'll be good.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Hello, hello. Congratulations.
Hello, thank you.
GG.
GG.
You got good congratulations on winning. What were your first thoughts when you saw the board?
My first thoughts was this is such a C dash into wings board.
Yeah. That was my thought as well.
Yeah. That was definitely what I immediately thought. You know, you see the Stagnus Vessel Fragment, the Fungal Core Mask Shard, the Lost Kin, the Hidden Station Stag.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, yeah. And then I just went and got, you know, like the setup fungal, Green Path Fungal Grubs on the way, and a couple other small things. I also had
So I know
synergy
row
with
4.
the also had synergy with the extra soul vessel to get the Green Path Grub.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So
Nice.
But why no row 4?
Why no row 4? That is the big question.
Because I didn't have dive and I didn't want to get Trampass.
Fair enough.
Row 4,
I didn't
you
think
wanna-
about row 4. Literally, I didn't think about any sort of
Mm-hmm.
outside factors when I look at that board and I start playing. I just lock in and play whatever seems to make sense for me at the time.
True.
You know, I play no matter who, like what my opponent is. I'm gonna play, you know, as if I'm,
Yeah,
you know, play to win.
that is
basically.
fair.
Not.
That
I
is
feel like
very
it's
fair.
to start memeing or whatever
Yeah.
would be kind of disrespectful in my opinion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Were you worried at all about column 2? So you might not have known this, but maclaque had a very unfortunate soul tyrant death, like 3 or 4 minutes into the fight, or was it
Right.
It was quite long into.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Column 2 was like as soon as Dung Defender got marked, I was like, oh yeah, okay. Let me go. Not put off my Dream Wielder because I got a block
Yeah.
column 2 right now.
Yeah, so if maclaque had gotten the Sultan kill on the first go through, you would have had to go a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Probably.
Also, I think it was unfortunate, but maclaque didn't know that you could just go to Tuck and buy 4 rancid eggs and just get that goal.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like curious about that when I saw Dung Defender. I was like, oh well, then 4 rancid goals is just like not
No,
gonna be a
yeah, they
thing
just
for me.
didn't know, unfortunately. And
Either like both the buying or even just getting the ones that are naturally there. There's 3 of them in waterways.
yeah, it was very unfortunate.
So,
but yeah, good
it's
job.
just a game knowledge thing.
I think.
Thank you.
Who are you playing next? I have to look at the bracket.
We will be playing against the winner of Shmolu versus VLS, which is a match that is scheduled, I think.
Yeah, I think that should be happening
Or
Saturday
next Wednesday.
or next Wednesday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh no, not next not next Wednesday. The Wednesday after. I lied.
Well, Wednesday's tomorrow, so next Wednesday I think
no,
is
not
correct.
tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, so that's
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for the post game interview and good job. Are you enjoying Vanilla Bingy so far?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's very fun.
Great. Glad to hear it.
I like Lockout a lot. Just the whole like dynamic aspect of it and the routing and planning and information game and everything.
Yeah, I remember watching
Combined
you
with,
play
like,
it for the
speed
All
and
Skill Shuffle
movement.
tournament and being like they would love Lockout if they got into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Also, I was happy to see both Watch Knights and Lurian on the board, of course.
Yes.
As a Watch Knights enjoyer.
That's true.
I kind of like for when those are both on the board, doing it like a relatively early Watch Knights for Geo, just to like mark that and then have priority on Lurian for later.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I really liked that play. I liked doing, because I think what happened was you didn't have enough money to unlock hidden stations, so you're like, I'll just go kill Watcher Knights and then I'll
exactly.
have money.
I was like, I had actually planned that geo routing and then I just forgot. So you may have seen me like be a bit indecisive, and then I was like, oh right, I was gonna go kill Watchers and then head to Basin.
Yeah, no, we were. I was pretty. I think you were headed to Basin. We're like, oh, they don't have money. They're gonna go kill Watcher Knights, and we actually predicted that so correctly.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Tim, for being my co-commentator for this match. We do have a match in. I have to look at the schedule. I think at 2 or 3 o'clock, or in like 5 or 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
And we have a match in 6 hours. Sakura versus Kron. That should be a really exciting
banger
match.
Ooh, that's gonna be
banger
fun.
match.
We're really excited about that one. So make sure to show up for it. Sakura, no, don't remind me.
It is a giga banger. It's gonna be so peak.
Believe
and the winner of that one
fun.
gets to play Gory, so that's gonna be
also
really exciting.
a banger. Also a banger.
Okay. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, it's peak because he's gonna do Eyebolter and win. Kron said they would only do.
Is Eyebolter allowed in this tournament?
Of course.
Yes.
Cool.
If you're willing to go for an Eyebolter, like, props to you, honestly, because like that trick is hard enough to do consistently that it's generally not worth to try in these sorts of like race settings, or like when you only have one chance, really.
Could I Eyebolter with a tiny little adjustment in QOL so that it only has 1 HP?
Yeah, just do the rando boulder. Then it would be a whole different story. If it shot boulders that you could use and only needed 1 hit, then it would be so easy.
True.
Then it would be like almost every game sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Kron said they would do it if they were having a consistent day with Eyebolter in practice, and high consistency for them was 60%. So.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Okay.
On a good day, that's around where I'm hovering too nowadays.
And everyone, make sure to join the Bingy Discord if you're not in it already. If someone wants to do the Bingy Discord command, it's
Bingy.
exclamation mark Bingy Discord.
Bingy. Oh, I added Bingy. Wait.
You can go there to join whatever watch party will be
Nope.
going on for the Kron versus Sakara match, which I'm sure it will
Nope,
be
it's not
quite
Bingy.
large.
Is it Discord?
It's Bingy Discord.
Oh, it's Bingy.
Yeah.
Bruh. I know the commands.
No,
There
don't
we go.
watch the match.
Yeah, we should all watch the match and put pressure on Sakura for them to perform.
It's okay. I have faith in Sakura. I think they're gonna do well.
I am a Sakura believer.
I am a Sakura believer as well.
Actually, I'm mainly just a Kron hater.
Yeah.
Smile.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in a few hours. Thank you, Tim, for
Bye-bye.
co-commentating, and congratulations, Marcus, again for winning.
Thank you. GG's again to my opponent, and thank you for doing comms and restreaming, and
Of
thank you to
course.
Kara for being the tourney helper today.
And thank you, Kara, for being the tournament helper. Okay.